now. It's connecting, and it says that we should be streaming, but let me double check. Okay, it's. Let's see. Did I get a notification?
Yeah, that's all. I'm waiting for that notification. There it
See.
is.
Did I get a
Notification up and
notification?
running. Yeah, that's all. I'm waiting for that notification.
Okay, I think. Hold on, let me connect my. Yeah, I just need to connect my Bluetooth just in case we have any interruptions. I'm able to.
Yeah.
What up, dudes?
Go on.
Hold on. All right. What up, dudes? It's your boy Champ.
What up, dudes? It's your boy Ink coming through live.
How y'all doing in this good week 11?
Man, some crazy shit happening in week 11, and honestly, I probably got to say a shout out to one of my buddies at the end of the pod. You know what? Let me give out a shout out to one of my buddies in one of my leagues, dude. This dude is a real one, dude. Straight out. I told you that there's some of the leagues that there's just straight fucking nothing but hate in these leagues, right? You know what I'm saying? And so this dude straight out said, there's only 6 teams that make it into the playoffs, all right? And so he's fighting for his life to jump into the playoffs right there. So he needs this team to lose. One of my buddies, and he showed us the text message. He put it in the Discord chat and whatnot, and he showed it to all of us. That says straight out, he told him, "Hey, just lay down for me, so I can get into the playoffs, and that's all that matters." And this dude in this league, so we have a punishment also for last place finisher in this league.
Oh wow!
And so, yeah. So hey, this was pretty interesting, but you never want to be a last place over here. So the way that we punish the person at last place is we call them the draft bitch.
Oh.
What that means is they go around, they put on a apron and walk around. The apron says draft bitch. And basically whatever we want, you have to go get it because you draft bitch. So if you want a water, you want food, you want a beer, you want anything, he goes and gets it for you.
Yes.
Basically, he's our draft bitch.
Dang.
That's just added punishment on top of the humiliation of just walking around with the apron, dude. So this dude straight out told him straight out in a text message. He asked him, "Hey, lay down so I can get into the playoffs." And this dude straight out told him, "Man, I'd rather be draft bitch than lay down for you."
Dang.
Hey, straight out. That dude is a real one. This dude straight his name in the league, his name is New Monarch. And so he's a real one, dude. He would do exactly what I would do. If I don't want you to make it into the playoffs or anything, and you're a game out, and you need me to beat a team for you, the team that I'm facing this week or anything like that, well, I'm gonna lay down for that team just to make sure I fuck you over. And that's exactly what he's doing. So for that, New Monarch, I'm gonna put some respect on your name for today.
Right. All right, dudes. We're gonna get into it, and throughout this thing, we'll have our what we call stud muffins and our donkeys. Our ASS.
We already know where the donkey's at.
Well, we're gonna head over quickly to Arizona versus the Hawks, man. This was an interesting game if you were watching it live, man. Kyle Murray did not look like K1, as people would like to say, man. And he's starting to raise some red flags for me, man. I don't know about you, but he does have now that shoulder injury. They try to keep it warm with like a heat pack or whatever they called it.
Yeah.
And he could not throw that deep ball to save his life, man. They were giving him quick out routes and comeback routes. So
hey, I got to give him props though. Hey, he didn't sit out like a little bitch. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, but if you're a fantasy owner, I would be cautious of starting him this coming week. I'm being honest because as a lot of people said, he had a lot of that blood going, that juice circulating, but who knows how he's going to be when he's cold, Is he going to be a danger, a risk factor for the first 2 quarters and maybe light it up in the second half? I don't know. What do you think?
He definitely seems like he turns it on more in the second half. So I can definitely see him turn it up for the second half. The first half, like he said, maybe he might be cold, but you never know. He's probably gonna rely on what he probably has done in the past and rely on his feet to get out of the pocket and run. Can he do it? Of course he can. Do I trust any of the other running backs over there in Arizona? Not a damn bit.
No, but
yeah. Because for a while, before Drizzy got paid, I was fucking with Drizzy.
Me too.
That dude was taking care of. He was taking care of business. But exactly what do we say? Once you get that paper, the player starts fucking producing. That's what the fuck happened. Kenyon Drake decided to fucking. He got paid, so he didn't give a fuck. And Arizona thought, well, we got Kenyon Drake, and he's taking care of business. What do we need David Johnson for? Which, it's a good trade for K1 because he needed that number one wide receiver, and we all know DeAndre Hopkins. Well, it's between DeAndre Hopkins and Devontae Adams as the number one wide receiver, but you can pick and choose each one. Don't matter which one you see as number one, but one of them's number one, the other one's number two. But 1A, 1B in either way.
Yeah,
it helped him develop his game, and now he's becoming stronger. But that shoulder injury does cause some kind of concern, like you were saying. He can't throw that deep ball. No. Let him throw that deep ball enough, he's going to fucking hurt his shoulder even more.
Yeah, and especially...
Or somebody goes and blows his ass up. Me, personally, I hope somebody goes and blows his ass up just so you're going to learn today.
Well, there are...
You're going to learn today.
Well, from what I hear, there are some secretive coaches that like to get the injury report from other teams. And you obviously... I mean, we may call it cheating or hunting, but that's just the nature of the game. If you're hurt, they're going to expose you for it, man. So...
Hey, any way that you can get a competitive edge or anything like that on top of it, why not?
Yeah. And then, like I said, I mean, I would be cautious of starting Murray this week. If you have any decent, backup quarterbacks, I would... It's a 50-50. I'm not going to say don't start Kyle, but I am going to say proceed with caution.
I'm going to start Kyle. Fuck that noise, dude. Why not?
Hey, if he gets hurt in quarter number 2, that's your pedo.
Look what happened to Drew Brees.
Exactly. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, we won't know until, I believe, Friday or Saturday how Kyle's going to be. But so we'll move on. Like you said, the running backs, Kenyon Drake went from having 100 yards last week with a couple receptions, and he went to only having 29 yards. But we also Chase Edmonds did not play nearly as good as Kenyon Drake also. So
neither of them one was producing at all.
Nah.
Going back to Murray real quick, just his quick stats: 29 for 42 and 265 for 2 TDs. Okay.
About 3 sacks, too. 3 sacks or so. A couple hits.
3 sacks in there. Yeah. And a couple hurries and all that. See, this is where it really, like what you were stating about cause for concern. You're getting them to throw the rock that much. You should not be throwing the rock over 40 times as a quarterback. The only way you should be throwing the rock like that is if you're really far behind.
Really, and they were close.
Granted, they were going to toe to toe with Seattle, but still, you got to get that run game going. You got to get that.
You have to stay committed,
because if it can't get the run game going, what's going to happen? Not a damn thing.
Set up a nickel, dime. Yeah.
You couldn't get DeAndre Hopkins going, and it's exactly what everybody says. You guys got DeAndre Hopkins, okay? Stop me or beat me with another weapon.
Mm-hmm. And then before the season started, this was mainly our concern that Hopkins going to Murray was, we loved it, but at the same time we were kind of like, is it going to match Murray's style? And so far, to be honest, man, it's really not. I mean, give that Hopkins had that amazing Hail Mary catch. But like I said, Hopkins is Hopkins, but for some reason, Kyle just doesn't know how to utilize Hopkins. I'm being honest, man. I don't know. Deshaun Watson likes to throw into tight windows, but it's looking like Kyle Murray is not a little bit, but way more conservative than Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson just decided to let loose this past weekend.
Oh, we'll talk about my boy. Even though I benched him, I still won. But I hope he did. I still won. I still won.
I like
I
that.
won.
I
I
like that
won
a
with
lot.
Taysom Hill as my quarterback.
I won. Give me my
All
money.
right.
What?
I lost. So, other than that, man, like I keep saying, like Christian Kirk, we were so high up on him. You know, diamonds in the rough. It looks like he's going to be that number two once Larry decides to, hang up his cleats, man. So he's somebody.
Yeah.
He's somebody I would look to next season.
Next season, yeah,
Exactly.
because it as much as I want Fitz to keep going, it it's time. It's a damn shame you're not gonna get a ring. But in my eyes, you're gonna be you're already a Hall of Famer in my eyes.
Mhm.
Uh, well deserved to be in the Hall of Fame. You caught everything in your direction. You played the game the right way. You did it the right. You did everything the right way. The only thing that you're missing was that ring, and y'all got robbed that year. Y'all got robbed. So hey, no, I'm gonna be straight out. Hey, Larry Fitz, if you ever see this, y'all got robbed that year. In my eyes, you should have won the chip. That's your chip.
Yeah, shoulda, coulda,
So
but
coulda, woulda,
you
shoulda.
know whose fault that is? Bruce Arians.
8 receptions, 62 yards for my boy Fitz.
Yeah, not bad. But I mean, now, like I said, when you play with Arizona, like wide receivers, it's looking like D Hop and Fitz averaging about 50 yards each. And then for some reason, one game Christian Kirk will just completely feast, and so will Isabella.
And Isabella.
But who knows, man? Like I said, with Kyle, like I don't know, man. Maybe this is year 2 for Kyle. If he doesn't step it up in year 3, we may be seeing the Lamar Jackson effect. But I'm not going to speak on it.
I'll let you.
I'm not going to speak
I'll
on
let
it.
you dive into it once we get into it.
Yeah, once we get into year 3, or when the off season comes, then maybe we could have the discussion again. But moving on quickly to the Seattle Seahawks side, Russell Wilson, he played very conservative, but for some reason he was still dominant. Very conservative, but he did what he had to do. Very accurate. 23 completions out of 28 attempts, 2 touchdowns.
That's how you're supposed to do it. That's how you're supposed to do it, Kyle Murray.
Mm-hmm. And then Carlos,
You're supposed to be accurate.
a name that finally came alive, Carlos Hyde.
Hey, don't laugh. Don't laugh. And I'll show you the score later too in one of my leagues. I started Carlos Hyde and won because of Carlos Hyde.
You really?
I'll show you the stats.
You were licking your chops.
It's in that one league, the punishment league.
That
I told you about.
Okay, but what's it called? Other than that, DJ Dallas, man, I'm telling you, this kid needs to see more reps, man. Like, I get it. A lot of people, they watch like the yards and all this stuff, but if you really watch the game, there was one touchdown that Russell Wilson had done. I believe it was to lock it. I forgot who it was to, but DJ Dallas picked up a beautiful blitz and just allowed Russell Wilson to drop a dime. I mean,
I think it probably was to lock it.
Right? I think it was to lock it. He did a spectacular catch, but these are the little things that I love when I watch football. We don't give credit to the O-line. We don't give credit to the running backs that block. And then that's why I'm hyped up on DJ Dallas. Even if they keep Carson or Penny comes back, I don't know what they're gonna do, but whoever is the running back coach in Seattle is doing a magnificent job.
How many running? What is it? 5.
They got about 6. They're
Homer.
very deep.
They got
Homer, Penny,
Dallas, Carson, Penny, Hyde.
Yep. They're there. So, yeah, their running back coach. Their running back coach is amazing. You have to give it to him. He's developed.
They got great depth right there.
Mm-hmm. So once again, maybe if Carson doesn't come back, you may want to pick up Hyde because obviously they're trusting him with 14 carries, and he almost got 80 yards, but he got 1 touchdown. And I believe he also played pass and catch, right? Like he played from the backfield as well. I think he what do you have over here? 2 receptions, 16 yards. So hey, not a bad. Was it 15 points, right? 15 or somewhere around there.
15, yeah, something
like that, and depending on your league.
The only thing that does suck for Seattle right now, it's a damn shame too. Greg Olsen.
Yes, sir. I was actually gonna get to that right now.
Okay, I'll go for it.
No. You watched the game longer than I have, so you obviously have more knowledge on Olsen. I mean, I started watching football, like I said, 2011, 2012, and seeing him just as a good old reliable, I've loved to watch him play, especially when he was in
He was
Carolina.
he was definitely always a safety blanket. He was great at catching everything. He played the fundamental tight end. He could block, he can go out, catch the ball. He's a possession receiver. Whenever you needed him, he would come through in the clutch for you. And for him to go out like that, it's a damn shame. I'm debating whether he's probably going to be a Hall of Famer or not.
Mm.
Maybe second, third year.
I wouldn't put it behind me, fourth year ballot, just because of what he's done for the game. Because you have to remember, even if he was the most conservative tight end, he was always in the talk in a league now where tight ends are very sus.
He was still talked about.
Exactly.
I still talk.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about him too, because even at his age, he was still able to produce.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like Greg Olsen, just he has established himself in this league as opposed to other tight ends. So I definitely think he's a Hall of Famer, but I don't think he's a first, second, or third, possibly a fourth, and most likely a fifth in my books. But that's just how I see it. So.
Yep.
Now moving on to I think, did you choose Seattle to win? I think I chose Arizona to win, but I didn't know.
Let's go. We'll be maybe next week.
Mm-hmm.
I'll listen to this podcast, and then I'll tally up the wins.
So we can see,
and then we'll do like a little tally or something like that.
I for sure in this game picked Tennessee to win. For sure, no doubt about it in my mind. I remember this one, and you took the Ravens.
I did take the Ravens.
Money. But
we're going over there, huh?
We're going over there, man.
Okay.
The little train that could. King Henry, man. 28 carries. That's 28 carries. Let that sink in. 133 yards. He averaged almost 5 yards, but he only got one touchdown. This is crazy, man. This man is like, this is a juggernaut, what you always say.
Hey, I told you straight out. He's like, honestly, the real life juggernaut, dude. Do you need to see what he did to Josh Norman again?
No, he also
he straight bodied him, dude. Like,
also Patrick Queen, and to win the game in overtime, he bodied the rookie. That rookie will never recover from that again.
Exactly. Patrick Queen, when he lit up fucking Joe Burrow for him, he was talking all that shit. But now that he got lit up, he
no,
no,
he wasn't ready.
He's like, I lost.
What's it got? We got Mario in here. What up, Mario?
Yeah, we got
Ravens were smash and choke. I mean, Lamar Jackson. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. So no, he's right. They did choke.
Yeah,
they did choke. They had him.
They had him. Yeah, but one beast guy that me and you were preaching in this offseason. Me and you agreed on this guy, and second year player, wide receiver, AJ Brown, man. What a beast, bro. What a beast.
That guy's a fucking animal.
And we said it like, if Tannehill was to, I get it, Corey Davis, respect to the man, what he's done with Corey Davis, 5 receptions, 113 yards. We did overlook him, but they, for some reason, I think they're just missing that slot wide receiver over at Tennessee.
It's not that they're overlooking him. It's more of the number one over there, from what I know. You could throw it between either Davis or AJ Brown, but
I think AJ Brown is the playmaker of that team. I think Corey Davis is an amazing wide receiver, but AJ Brown, the playmaker. Two big differences to me.
AJ Brown is basic as if Tannehill needs a play to get done, he can rely on AJ Brown.
Playmaker.
If he needs yards, he can rely on Davis. If he just wants somebody to just fucking make fun of somebody, he's just gonna hand the rock off to King Henry and just let him juggernaut his way through whatever defense he wants to go through. Does not matter who it is. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I'm still surprised that you guys kept him under 100 yards under Denver's defense. When they kept him under 100 yards.
Remember when we talk about the Matrix? That's your guys' favorite thing. Every time King Henry.
That's one of the buddies' favorite saying. Is that we're living in the Matrix, and hey, for some of the shit that's been happening this season, dude, it feels like we're living in the Matrix a little
A
bit,
little bit.
especially when it comes to these kind of scores. Like it's some bullshit that these bookies get. Like literally, dude. Like Vegas ain't no joke, dude.
But yeah, every time King Henry comes to Denver or plays against Denver, I'm telling you, man, he cannot get 100 yards to save his life. I don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
He just sees orange and he doesn't like it. He gets scared. So maybe Cleveland, you should go to the finals and maybe you'll beat the Titans. I don't know. Oh wait, their uniform is brown. Never mind, they're ugly brown. But
Yeah.
other than that, man, Jonu Smith actually came out to play. 4 receptions, 20 yards, and 1 touchdown. But from what I hear, he just suffered like a minor injury to the shoulder. So we both know, meaning you being a tight end, you got to be physical. They may not utilize him next weekend as much as they did against the Ravens.
Yep.
So now moving on over to the famous Lamar Jackson.
Action Jackson.
17 completions out of 29 attempts, 186 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and I believe he got sacked. What was it? He got sacked twice. No, did he?
Hey,
Once.
that touchdown that he hooked up with Mark Andrews, dude. That one was a thing of beauty.
Oh, dude, Mark Andrews is overlooked, man. Like this is like Mark Andrews is just up there. I think I would say it would be Kelsey, Waller, and then Andrews. George Kittle has obviously fallen off the radar. I don't know if he's gonna resurrect or he's just gonna stay dead. So
damn. Hey, and I thought I was the shit talker of La Familia.
Hey, look, I just speak honesty. If it stings a little bit, pour some salt. Make it burn a little bit more.
I love pouring salt in that wound, dude.
Right? And then who came to play, man? I mean, he also messed up a little bit, but Dez Bryant, man. Dez Bryant, 4 receptions, 28 yards. Not bad. Not bad for an old man coming back.
Hey, exactly. Everybody was like shocked to even see him.
Yeah, man. And he had 5 targets. So the fact that he had 4 receptions tells me that he is actually a reliable target. Amazing.
Yeah.
But other than
he still he still will go get it.
And the person that we were hyped on, but I think that this man's stock has officially dropped, and I am no longer a believer in him. Hollywood Brown.
I wasn't believing in him anymore, dude.
I mean, after like the controversy that's going on in Baltimore, I just kind of I don't. And then what? You know what? To be honest, not to be a jerk or anything, but after I found out he was Antonio Brown's cousin, I was just kind of like, yeah, you know.
He's all hype. That was to me, he was all hype. When he came to the draft and he had all those gold chains and everything like that, he was all hype to me.
Yeah.
There's only one person that can pull that off. You ain't that guy.
They should transition him to a slot wide receiver, man, instead of trying to force him to be that number one, because he just can't beat corners, you know. So you need to put him you need to put him against linebackers, you know. So I would put him in the slot, but what do I know? I'm not a head coach. I don't coach for a professional team. It's just something that I personally think he would flourish in. You know, he's small bodied. You get me? Small bodied speedster. It's only logical. Look at Emmanuel Sanders. You know, speedster, not the biggest guy, but for his whole life he has played that slot role, and he came up big in the New Orleans Saints game, which we will talk about. So, but one guy that we did say to keep an eye on is J.K. Dobbins, man. I think Ingram is done. I think they're going to release him after.
Ingram is done.
They're going to release him. But J.K. Dobbins, man, 15 carries, 70 yards, 1 touchdown, and he had 2 receptions for 15 yards. Hey, man, I think Dobbins is going to be the future of this Baltimore's backfield.
He is.
Oh, freaking Ohio, man. Ohio knows how to build them little stud muffins, huh? Those little running backs.
Ohio's more a linebacking machine.
Yeah, but they always have those.
But they also have good running backs.
Like Elliott Kent from there, right?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like they have those sleeper running backs if you want to check them out. But what do you think about Lamar, man? And I remember we actually talked about this once it was draft time. I did tell this individual, stay away from Lamar Jackson.
Let him. And what is he going to learn?
He learned.
He traded him. Remember?
Oh, no. He still has him.
No, he traded him.
Oh, did he now? Oh, he said I'm done with Lamar.
He traded him. He he traded him for I think Matt Bryan or I can't. What was it? Todd Gurley was involved in that trade with another quarterback, but to trade for Todd Gurley like was straight suspect. But hey,
Yeah.
fuck it, more power to him. He
Oh
probably knew
yeah, he
something that
did.
I don't even
Yeah,
know.
but that's what I was telling you. Like, oh yeah, I actually played it. Oh yeah, I beat Lamar. Oh yeah, I just remembered. It all came back to me. I beat Lamar with Taysom Hill. But yes, Dobbins is looking explosive. He's a little bruiser.
Yes, he
Uh,
is.
but yeah, man. Maybe I know Dobbins is available in a bunch of leagues. I would scoop him up because, like I said,
I I don't think he is anymore.
maybe after this game he's not. I mean, we always see like a lot of people don't. They overlook Baltimore when it comes to the running backs because they're so undecisive with Edwards, Dobbins, and obviously Ingram.
Ingram, and
But I
then
think Dobbins is just
also,
gonna take over. I mean, he's a rookie, you know.
but not only that, also with what's his name, Lamar Jackson, thinking he's a running back still and still think that he can do it.
I'm telling you, man, he's regressed so much this year. And I told people, I told this individual, do not draft him, do not draft him. Lord and behold, he was drafted, and I was like, okay. But then you said he traded him, and whoever picked him up obviously took the nibble. I wouldn't have, but hey, whatever.
Well, yeah, that's true. To everybody that's starting to stroll in later right now, hey, welcome you guys. We appreciate you rocking with us, man.
Yes,
There's a
sir.
couple people still rocking with us right now. They're still coming through, so we appreciate it.
Now we're moving on to the Philly game versus the Browns, and I remember this as broad daylight. I picked the Browns, and you picked the Eagles.
I thought Carson Wentz was gonna do something. I didn't think he was gonna fucking start throwing interceptions
The
again.
Snoop Dogg gif. Who?
Yeah, basic.
Dude, no Miles Garrett, and that O line could not protect him to save his life. He got sacked 5 times.
But there's a little video clip that one of my buddies sent me on one of the apps that I have.
Mm-hmm.
I sent it to you when what was it? Where he's telling we're talking about Carson Wentz and his garbage O line, and he sees him like getting sacked like 5-6 times, dude.
We called it.
He got the huh?
We called it in
We called it
preseason. From preseason.
Yeah, we knew that Carson Wentz was gonna get the business.
Yeah.
But fuck, dude, I'm surprised he hasn't been hurt yet. For the way that he's taking that ass whooping, dude. Fuck.
Yeah, he's become an Iron Man. He really is, man. Like,
I thought he'd be more like a glass man and just get crushed, dude.
nah, man. You jinxed him. You made him have a healthy career now.
With what? With me hoping that he gets crushed
Yeah,
and just broken?
exactly. You jinxed.
No, because that's all I was talking about. I'm like, without that O line,
Yeah.
without me personally, if you don't have Jason Peters right there blocking for you,
Oh,
you're
bless
gonna
that
get
man.
killed.
I think he's a Hall of Famer. Peters, for what he's
Yeah.
done, Hall of Famer, man. This is what I'm telling you. I hope.
Him and Kelsey.
I hope that one day.
Him and Kelsey.
Exactly.
Him and Kelsey up there.
I hope one day we actually recognize our O linemen and how blessed we are to have them. You as a Dallas fan know how much of a blessing it is to have one of the best O lines because that's what you guys had for 3 years. But a lot of people don't appreciate that entirety, and I'm like, that's a real damn shame because those guys are really, really important to the game of football.
They're in the trenches right there, and without them,
There is.
you can literally there is no quarterback.
Mhm.
You need them to actually help you to start something, and that to me, that's where honestly you should start anytime.
Yeah.
If you're gonna start a football team, you always start with your O line because if you don't have any protection for any quarterback, you're gonna die.
Exactly.
You're gonna get killed.
Mhm. Now moving on to the running backs.
Unless the only person that I can think, maybe 1 or 2 quarterbacks that can do it.
Drew Brees.
Randall Cunningham can do it without a fucking without an O line and probably Warren Moon.
Warren Moon.
But outside of that, yeah.
Peyton Manning, if you remember when he played, he had a pretty crappy O line for a good minute, and he made magic happen. But that's neither here or there. Now moving on to the running back position. If Philly is able to fix their O line this offseason and get healthy, Miles Sanders is going to be deadly. I'm telling you, man.
Sanders is gonna be a beast.
16 carries and 66 yards with no O line. The fact that he's getting over 50 yards, I am impressed. I am truly impressed with this kid.
I'm still not fully sold, but he does have that spark.
Yeah.
He does have the spark to come out and ball out.
Hey, Boston, they laid the wood on Boston Scott. If you saw the game, oh my goodness, they laid my boy Boston Scott out. I felt so bad. I was like, no, you killed him.
That's what you get. That's what you get. Hey, when you want to play big boy ball,
Yeah.
hey, there's gonna be someone bigger than you. Go ahead, try it again, please.
Oh man.
Like my but this so this, I'm gonna use this. This is my slogan right here.
Uh,
Boston Scott, if you want to play big boy ball, please do it. I want to see you get tagged.
but onto the wide receivers now. Once again, I'm not impressed with anybody, but obviously we know. None of the guys that we talk about are actually getting the ball. Like the ball, like Fumagalli isn't getting it. Ward isn't getting it. But
Holcomb's not getting
yeah,
it.
nobody's getting it, man. Only for some reason, all of a sudden now they want to implement Jalen Rager, and exactly Dallas Goedert. And do you see what happens when you just put your guys in? Or maybe Rager actually had a good performance because my boy Ward, that I love, the cornerback from Cleveland, maybe shut down one of these guys. So maybe that's why they overlooked Rager and let him have his 4 receptions, 52 carries. But I'm not buying into
that. Still ain't shit.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm not buying not even one bit.
I'm not nibbling on that. And then over to Cleveland, man. Gosh dang it, the Chubb, man, the Chubb.
Chubster.
20 carries, 114 yards, and this selfish bastard of Kareem Hunt took the end zone reps and only managed to muster up 1 touchdown. He had 3 red zone visits, and he only got 1. Why wasn't Chubb put in that end zone on a 4th and 1 on the goal line, and you don't put Chubb in? Come on, man. I don't. Exactly. I think Hunt is. I don't know. Like me and you said, we're not sold on Hunt. After the second game without Chubb, Hunt was a complete lame duck in my eyes.
He is.
And then
he needs Chubb.
He needs a Chubb. That's for sure. They were better without Rager and Alshon. That is very true. That is very true. They're taking away the reps. Like I said, Rager has never. What we saw on tape did not impress us from college. Especially when he played against tougher divisional opponents in college. He was complete cheeks. But hey, what do we know? And then now Baker Mayfield, like I said, this guy is a complete duck, man. Complete duck. Where was Jarvis Landry? 2 receptions, 23 yards. And then one guy, like, this is crazy, man. Look at this number. Austin Hooper actually showed up, and he got 3 receptions, 33 yards, and average 11 yards. Jeez, I wonder why they don't utilize their tight end more. And I did say that if Baker Mayfield did not step it up this year, I was going to have to eat my own words with Austin Hooper. And he hasn't.
So what are you going to say?
No, well, I already said it. I said Baker Mayfield don't make me look bad, but Lord and behold, he wants to make me look bad. So
go ahead, time to eat that crow, buddy.
I'm eating the crow.
Don't worry, hey. Sometimes from time to time we do end up eating that crow. There's times where I had to eat crow.
Yeah.
And hey, it is what it is, bro.
Mayfield let me down. I will say that. I thought he was going to take a big step with a new offensive coordinator, but oh well, it is what it is.
Like I told you, I was once I saw that Austin Hooper went up there as their tight end. I was like, well, you had Njoku up there.
Mm.
So basically, what you're telling Njoku, he can't get the job done.
Yeah.
So now you're gonna have a fight between them two. Who's gonna get the rock between them two?
And I honestly wanted Austin Hooper to go to a more pass heavy team. He could have gone to the Saints with Cook getting old. He could have gone to Green Bay. Rodgers loves to sling to his tight ends. He just hasn't had one. I mean, but now we know Tony is gonna be that tight end soon. But hey, the only bright side I see from Cleveland is Nick Chubb, man. We said this last week, and he's proving it again. Back-to-back games with over 100 yards rushing. Come on, man.
It's just like they just said right now. Nick Chubb did. It's true. Nick Chubb did lose his touch going into the end zone like that. Like you put him in the goal line spot, he's gonna get stuffed.
But
from what I see,
but Kareem Hunt is no better. Kareem Hunt is actually worse. Kareem Hunt is so lucky that the referees don't make him lose inches on a yard. That's how bad he was on the end zone. Yeah.
Blessing.
So, but what do we know? Cleveland hired whoever the heck he is, coach. I don't even know his name. But other than that, I see nothing impressive.
That dude is a dog.
Now let's go on to scam. Oh,
Oh,
scam versus versus
scam.
versus
Oh,
Deshaun Watson.
scam.
If you guys want to type it with us, do it. Oh, scam.
Dude, I remember the first time that we talked about Scam Newton, dude. Like I wasn't. I've never been a fan of Cam Newton.
On
Never
his
was.
MVP season run, he was
I
that's really
Not even in his
wow.
MVP season run. I'm
Was
not
it
a
the
fan. I
cockiness?
still was not a
I feel
fan.
like that would be a little bit
I
of it.
I think I think I
Yeah.
think it was more the cockiness, but it's just something about it just wasn't sitting right. Like I like
Well, you got to
it's
trust your
just it
gut.
doesn't
You
feel
know, when
right.
you're right, and you're right about
Yeah.
Cam. I mean, I was never hyped up on him. Just that you didn't know about Cam until his one really great season. That was it.
He's had really decent. He's had decent
Hmm.
receivers, not great. He's had he's had
He had
a
Steve
decent
Smith,
cast around him.
amazing guy.
Yeah. That okay. Never. That's the only main one that that's the main wide receiver that
Hmm.
he had. Outside of that, then it was like what Kelvin Benjamin.
See,
Uh,
my boy, Super
it's
Bowl
your boy.
champion Calvin Benjamin.
Who else has been over? I'm trying
Greg
to think. He
Olson.
had Greg Olson.
To be honest, I think I'm telling you, Carolina was so irrelevant to me, bro. I mean, I don't know their receivers like that from heart. All I know is that they got smoked by the 2015 Denver Broncos defense.
Yeah, that 2015 defense
They
just
didn't want the
fucking just
smoke. He didn't
ate
want the
him alive,
smoke.
dude.
But anyways, we're straying away from our subject here. Cam Newton, he attempted 40 passes and only 26 completions, one touchdown, and I believe he got sacked like 2 times. Right, I believe that's what happened. And then,
Hmm.
dude, they need Sony Michelle. Damian Harris, he's cool. I think he would be the number two. James White couldn't get it. The fact that they couldn't get it done with this Houston awful defense, awful defense.
Okay, I before we go any further with the describing about the awful defense and all that. So, can you tell me why Sony Michelle would fare any better than what Harris did? Because in my opinion, from what I've seen, Sony Michelle, that dude is fucking straight garbage, dude.
You don't
That
think you're
dude
doing a comeback?
is
You ain't Chief.
he ain't it,
I mean,
Chief.
I
Fuck
don't know,
no,
man.
dude.
Maybe Belichick just.
I I had him a couple. I had him a couple years in some of my fantasy teams, and he's burned me left and
Maybe
right,
that's
dude.
why. Maybe that's why.
Dude, I even went as far. What was it, dude? I drafted him one year. I think I took him in one my first round pick. It was a late pick that I took him. All like, let's see what he does. This dude was straight fucking
Hey, for some reason,
ass.
tell me why. Then
This dude
explain to me
fucking
this. That why
that
is it when
dude.
you
I was
draft
straight.
Alvin Kamara, he did Dookie, but now that you didn't draft him this year, he's popping off. You may be the jinx.
I got
You may
straight.
be the
I straight
jinx.
got. Hey, I got
You may
finesse.
be the
I got
jinx.
finesse. I got finesse.
But
Straight out. There are no answer
oh,
from us.
but
I got
anyways,
finesse in that
moving
one.
on here. All the receivers. I mean, was it Damari Bird? Is that how you pronounce it? He got 6 receptions,
Yeah.
132 yards, and a touchdown. This just shows you how bad that defense is for the Texans, and the fact that they can't get it going, especially with quote unquote dual threat quarterback in Scam Newton, concerns me a lot. And then Rex Burkhead
Scam.
obviously went out with an injury, and I believe Rex Burkhead, I believe
Who?
he was their best running back. You can't deny
that?
that. That was their best running back, but he got hurt. I think he's going to be placed on IR.
The only running back that I know over there is Gronkowski
Yeah, be
and Tom
quiet.
Brady.
But anyways, you could just ignore that whole team. New England, their defense has also been a little bit sus, but a little bit, maybe a whole lot.
They're getting bent over
Well,
sideways every which way
that's what
angle
happens
possible
when
nowadays.
all your defensive players decide to go on the pub list for COVID and not play the year 2020. But you know, you we
Is there
talked
a
about
reason?
it. We have our theory. Maybe they just didn't want to play for
You think
Belichick
so?
anymore.
I I just hope it's not what I
I
think
know.
it is. You know what
Yeah.
I don't.
Hey,
I
but
don't want him
anyways,
there.
Deshaun Watson, my man, 28 completions out of 37, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, surprisingly, and then he had 6 carries for
About time.
33 6 yards and 1 touchdown. So, dude, this is Deshaun Watson's team. They got to get this guy help. Obviously, they're not going to have their first round pick next season because they traded it over to the Dolphins. So let's see how they're going to build in free agency. But they definitely got to get this kid a bunch of weapons because
Hey, this just tells me that what's called that they don't trust Duke
that's what I
Johnson
was
as
going to get
running
to right
back
now. Duke
either.
Johnson, 10 carries, 15 yards, bro. Basically, let me put it this way: Le'Veon Bell numbers.
That dude is straight
Straight.
ass. That dude should be out of the league. I don't even
I
know
don't know,
how
man.
he's
But
still
hey,
in
like
the
I tell you,
league.
I think Brandon Cooks is coming alive a little bit. But give this was against the New England defense, so I'm not looking at it in too much. 4 receptions, 85 yards, and then Jordan Akins, man, the tight end for them. Could he be a sleeper? 5 receptions, 83 yards. He's starting to look like he's being Deshaun Watson's favorite target, aside from Will Fuller.
Well, hey, I think maybe you probably
That's
jumped
why
a
I'm
little
asking
bit
you.
too
What do you
fast on
think?
it, but hey,
You know?
it's something. Hey, with the playoffs coming in for
Mm-hmm.
fantasy football playoffs coming in, could hey he could be that he could be the one that
Could be.
puts you over the top because I've noticed that if you have a tight end that produces,
Mm-hmm.
you're
And
gonna
Jordan
win.
Akins, he's been quiet, but once again, he's been quiet because Bill O'Brien was just such a bad offensive coordinator, head coach. Uh, but like I said, now that they got rid of Bill O'Brien, now you're seeing a little bit more of Deshaun Watson come to life and play. And this is what we talked about. Deshaun Watson was actually gonna, start picking things up a little bit more up tempo. Lord to behold, man, he's actually picking it up a little bit for. If you're in the playoffs, he's definitely gonna be someone that could take you over that hump. But yeah, Jordan
Yeah,
Akins, like I said, maybe he's someone to look into as well. But other than that, man, stay away from all their running backs in Houston. No, Duke Johnson.
no Duke Johnson,
Oh, do we even got to talk
definitely.
about this one, man? The Pits versus the Jaguars. We both chose the Pittsburgh Steelers. This was no doubt in our mind. But the fact that Big Ben threw one interception to, like you said, the Matrix, Jacksonville, uh, kind of concerning. I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
How so?
Or
Go ahead.
it could either be that, or Jacksonville is actually a pretty decent defense because they even gave Aaron Rodgers
See,
a big of a tussle. Remember, they almost lost that game.
they gave yeah, but see, okay, the final score, 27-3, dude. That it's 1 week you can play lights out, and then the following week you
It,
just lay a fucking
hey,
big ass dud, like what
Jake
you just
Luton,
did.
he ain't it. 4 interceptions, bro. You're not gonna win, bro. Trust me. This is
I just saw that shit. I just
yeah.
saw the stat line that.
That explains
Oh
why they
my
couldn't get
god.
any points. Jake Luton,
I I
but
I I. I thought there was somebody that was a worse candidate for the
are
donkey of the
you,
week, but hey,
Jake,
I think Jake Luton
that's your
probably
donkey of the
has it
week.
because before we go any further, hey, uh, I'm gonna nominate Deshaun
That's
Watson as the
that's your
stud muffin
okay.
of the
So
week.
we got Deshaun Watson, your stud muffin, and Jake Luton is your donkey of the week.
Is
Okay,
as the donkey of the
but
week.
now moving on. Now
Or
we'll move on to the running back section now. James Conner, man. I'm not a believer in this kid still. I don't think he's the number one running back. I think Pittsburgh still this offseason has to evaluate the draft class of 2021 or 2020, whatever you call it. They have to see what running backs there are, man. Because 13 carries, 89 yards against. I mean, he averaged about 7 yards, but I don't know, man. I think that they could definitely find another running back to replace, or at least have James Connors as the number two.
I I still think that
You
Connor
think
can
so?
still do it. Le- Maybe I'm being a little biased because I have
But
both
that
on
he's gonna
my
get number
fantasy
one
football
touches, he's gonna get it for your fantasy team. But I just think Pittsburgh
Yeah,
could definitely find a way better. Like Connor's story, amazing. I believe he came back from cancer, right, from battling cancer. So
yeah.
amazing
He came back
story.
from cancer.
Respect. You're in the
Respect
NFL.
that.
You put your name. You put that jersey on that not a lot of people get to put on. So I'll respect to Connor, but like I said, I got to be honest. They need to find somebody else though that gives them that umph. But who knows, man? I could be tripping. But now quickly,
Yeah.
huh?
And what I was gonna go real quick on the wide receiver because it's like here we go again, once
Yeah,
again
but
on
I
that
was
carousel
I just
ride.
want to talk about James Robinson, man. James Robinson, 17
Go for
carries
it.
and 73 yards. He averaged about 4.3 and zero touchdowns. Of course, no touchdowns. That's whatever. But the fact that he put up 73 yards against the fact that
Who's
he
sake?
put up 73 yards up against one of the possibly the number one defense in the whole NFL right now, you can't be mad at that. I'm actually impressed that he put up these kind of numbers with no wide receiver, no quarterback, and then obviously Tyler Eifert,
What do you mean they don't have no quarterback?
Jake
They have
Luton,
your boy Jake
my
Luton.
boy. So save my boy James Robinson. Someone trade for him. I know they'll take a bag of peanuts because they traded away
I got
all their assets for a bag of peanuts and a couple chips.
and the
Oh
lint
yeah,
in
you
your
could
pocket
just
on
put a
top
little
of
bit of
it.
lint. Snow got the goal line TD. Yeah, exactly, because they don't. I don't think they trust Connor, man. I'm being honest. Like, I mean, I could be wrong. I could be, a little bit on that wacky tobacco, but that's what I think, man. But onto the wide receivers. Let's go quickly for Jacksonville because obviously they didn't impress. DJ Chark couldn't get anything done. Tyler Eifert. I don't know why he
I
signed to
heard
Jacksonville when there was so many teams that needed a tight end this offseason, and he could have been so much better. James Robinson, nothing. And then once again, where's Lavisca not being utilized? I don't know what's going on in Jacksonville. I'm done with them. I don't even look in the direction.
your boy your boy Luton don't want to see him. It was
That's what I'm
Minshew that
saying,
was
man.
giving
Like
all the love.
Lavisca he's one of the top, maybe could be considered one of the top 10 rookie wide receivers coming out of the draft class of this year. But hey, what do we know, right? Now over to the Pittsburgh receiving corps. A lot of people over here, Tiger King says that maybe. What do you think? Chase Claypool can be one of those top candidates for offensive rookie of the year.
Chase Claypool for
I'm,
offensive
I'm
rookie of the
giving it to
year.
Justin Jefferson. I'm giving it to Jefferson.
So
But
okay, this is this is
mhm.
where I know where he's at. So he to me he came out with a bang when he had that 4
Mhm.
TD performance game. He came out with a bang. Okay, great. He does not produce consistently
Mhm.
on a weekly basis. This is where me personally, wide receiver rookie of the year, it's
Mhm.
gonna be Jefferson. If it's not Jefferson, it's gonna be
Do you
Ayuk.
remember when the Jags beat the Colts week 1? Oh man, Cal.
But yeah, no. So like I said, over there, the luxury that
Mhm.
Ben Roethlisberger has, he has wide receivers
Exactly,
that
and
he can
then
rely on, and he pick and choose. Like I said, one week Claypool,
l-
this week Johnson,
last
next week Juju, next following week, so
exact
on and so forth. And what do you know? Even my
dude.
boy
We said
Ebron's getting
Ebron
some
was
love.
gonna be once he started getting connection with Big Ben, bro. Ebron was gonna be one guy to look after, man. 4 receptions, 36 yards, and that one TD.
That one TD is the one that matters the most to me because I think he got me
Yeah, and
almost 10
tight
points in
ends
one league.
they even Jonu Smith only produced 10 points, so it's not bad. The fact. I mean,
That to have a tight end produce 10 points is like
amazing.
that's like
Yeah,
all right. You're on point. Yeah, you're already
yeah,
on point. If your tight end is not Kelsey
yeah.
or Waller, then you're probably not gonna even see 10 points. But to have a tight end coming around like 10 points like that, you're loving
10
life
games,
right
10
there.
TDs. No,
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Is he talking about Claypool? 10 games. 10, like I said, you're gonna have to pick your poison when you
Well,
play the Steelers, and you're gonna pay no mind to the
well,
rookie.
10 games, 10 TDs. Yeah, he's talking
Well,
10 games, 10 TDs.
well,
Yeah,
if we're
he's
looking at
talking
it
about
at
playing
that aspect, then
what
we should then, then
almost
we should
half
give it more to
in one
Justin
game.
Jefferson because who's the main bread and butter over there at Minnesota? It's it's Cook.
Speaking of Minnesota and all that,
You want to go there?
let's
Well,
go there,
the
dude.
next one I wanted to talk about was the devastating Cincinnati Bengals versus Washington. If you want to get on that one, Corey.
We'll talk about no.
Okay.
Let's go over there.
Okay. We'll go to that one. Let me see where game was that. Right here. Okay. So I can pull up the stat sheet. All right. Yeah. Did you have something to get off your chest?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Not.
Oh, you
Go for it.
You want to hear it? How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys?
It feels good to get a W.
And not just against anybody, man. Against the powerhouse that is the chef.
And then not only that, it was Andy Dalton, the motherfucking red rifle to come to save us.
The red rifle.
And Ezekiel Elliott is alive.
Oh man! If anybody watched that game, Donovan Wilson over there for the Cowboys laid the wood for the chef, man. If we were able to pull up clips and not get demonetized, hey, the chef is mortal.
Oh,
he learned.
He learned.
Okay, but Kirk Cousins did not perform that bad either, man. 22 completions out of 30 attempts and 3 touchdowns. And you guys actually got to him, two sacks. Wow, what do you know? That pass rushing unit that me and you thought that Dallas would have is maybe coming alive. And then Dalvin Cook, I mean, he had 27 carries, 115 yards, and 1 touchdown. That's kind of lackluster for that many carries, you know. You would think he would have 150.
Well, not only that, he also had 5 catches for 45 yards. So you want to look at his total for the whole
20
game.
points.
Was that,
yeah, it was
160.
So he racked you up about 20. Yeah,
yards?
20 points
With a touchdown.
Cook is sneaking up to that top 3 running backs that you may have to pick up next year.
He might be the number 1.
No, I still think it's CMC. But yeah.
and it'll be a conversation for a later date. But look, Jefferson, 3 receptions, 86 yards, and 1 TD.
Oh.
Jefferson ain't no buster, dude. He's out there looking for that home run.
I mean, you guys call me the jinx, but I think more of it like a Jedi, that I could see the future. when we were having a conversation with Tiger, I said, "Hey, just be patient. Justin Jefferson, he's gonna have. There's always that one play that he gets. That one play.
It's always you have the one. Every player that comes out to play and balls out has that one game that's their signature game. Jefferson had it, I think, like
week 3, because week 2,
he just went off
week
like
2 they weren't.
Points.
They still were getting him used to it, but week 3 was, I believe, when he blew up.
He blew up for like 40 points. Yeah. So it's like every receiver has that one signature game, and that's where Jefferson's name became a solid.
I think I sniped up Jefferson on week 2. So he wasn't even that known, and I was like, nobody has Jefferson? Hey, why not? Let me get him. Put some respect on my boy.
And lo and behold, put some respect on Jefferson. No, and like they're saying right there, Jefferson is the best rookie. There you go. See, yeah. That's. We both say the best rookie wide receiver this year was Jefferson. To me, after him is Ayuk.
Once they get a real quarterback in La Familia, then you'll see him flourish.
And I'll admit right now. I'll admit right now too. I'll admit to this because he's been talking about it too. Maybe I was wrong on Lamb. Maybe I was really harsh on seeing those catches from the sidelines and all that. Maybe he's because he had a good catch. He had a great catch. It's no catch of the year, but he had a great catch.
I mean,
he came out.
I
You know
mean,
what?
if
Go
you
ahead. I'll
really
let you go.
look at that, that was CeeDee Lamb read. He misunderstood what the rifle told him to do. The rifle told him to run a fade route, and he ran the out route. And then I will give this: CeeDee Lamb's awareness was spot on because he was like, "Oh shoot, it's going to the fade side." So that's when he did the whole acrobatic. I'm gonna turn around and catch it. But other than that, then you tell me, like, what did he really do?
Yeah, no, because that shit,
Yeah,
that's definitely a
but
fade route
but
right there
he
that he had
ran,
him.
but he ran the yeah.
It was no, it's you're right.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great. He had a great
But I'm
catch.
still
It
not
was
a
a great
believer in
catch.
CD. I mean, I don't,
He, I'm slowly starting to come around
nah.
just a tad bit. You know how long it takes me to come around for certain players. Russell Wilson's the best one I can
Uh,
give you. I can say that. It was a great, yeah. So I'll say it right here. It was a great catch. You're
mm,
right. It was a great catch. It ain't no
I
catch of the
mean,
year though.
I don't know. I
Not
still
even
need to see
close.
more from CD.
And I think we had this discussion. I put Adam Thielen's catch over CD Lamb's catch all day,
Oh
every
yeah,
day in Voice
Thielen,
on Sundays.
freaking Thielen. Freaking Thielen. We said that he was going to be one of those diamond in the roughs, but we didn't know how he was going to pan out because of Kirk freaking inconsistent Cousins. But maybe we
But
overlooked
it's
the fact that there's no fans, so there's no reason for Cousins to choke. And
the
then
choke he does still.
Amari Cooper came to life a little bit. 6 receptions, 81 yards, man. You're finally.
Oh wait. Hold on. Before you go any further, what was
Yeah,
this
this
game
was
played
played in
at?
Minnesota.
Hold on.
Minnesota.
What? Oh, where?
Oh,
Oh, okay.
name a corner that
Thank you.
Minnesota has.
Thank you.
Name a corner.
Thank you. He showed up when
N-
it's not in Dallas.
name
What's up now,
name a
baby?
corner.
What's up?
Name a corner in
What's
Minnesota.
up? No, I don't give a fuck. Don't matter. Fuck Minnesota and
I
their
only know
fucking DBs.
Harrison and your boy from the U. What's his name? UCLA. Barr.
Fuck.
Anthony Barr. Those are the only two
Anthony
guys I
Barr.
know from
He's a
that team.
line.
Other than that, eh.
But they shit.
It's whatever. I need to see them against the real football team on the defense side. What?
Did you see that?
Uh,
You saw that comment, right?
I'm doing the luxurious number two. That's what he is. Luxurious number two. Hold on. Okay, there you go. For some reason,
There
we
we go.
stopped. But like I said, I'll give it to the Cowboys, man. Like they fought tooth and nail for this game, and you cannot take that away from them. Especially Elliott, 21 carries, 103 yards, did not have a touchdown, but Tony Pollard, man, he's no scrub neither, man. 5 carries and 60 yards, 1 touchdown. You guys, dude, if you guys had a Dak Prescott right now, I would definitely put you guys on that playoffs like contention to go deep. But obviously, we can't live in hypotheticals.
Are you are you are you kidding me, dude? Do you not see our
No, I'm saying
division?
like go deep. Obviously, you guys are going to be in the wild card, but I mean,
No, like no,
I
not
know the
even,
NFC
dude.
least.
Our
You guys are
no,
what? If you guys win, was it this Thursday, right? You guys play the Eagles again. If you guys beat the Eagles, you guys
hmm
take the division at 4-7.
no. The Eagles play the Seahawks.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Who
on
you guys
Sunday.
play? I mean, we'll get to that. Never mind. We'll get to that later. But other than
Yeah, we'll
that,
get to
man,
that. We'll get to that later.
all these guys that we're mentioning are scooped up. So there's really nothing, nothing else that we can really say. Maybe picked up Alexander Madison. Maybe because Cook, he can't carry the rock forever.
Oh, he learned. That's why.
Yeah.
Once he got drilled, he learned. He
But
learned his lesson.
he shook it off. He still did his thing. But now we'll move on to. Sorry about that, guys. Let's go to Cincinnati
Let's go to
versus
that game.
Washington. Eesh, man. Joe
I saw.
Joe Burrow, man.
I saw that. I saw that play, dude. I had to see it a couple times just so I can.
We hate to be right. We hate to be right.
Man, that especially in this instance because you never, for as much shit as I talk about wanting to see players like get their ACLs or MCLs or anything like that happen to any of the players to get hurt, I really
Yeah.
don't want them to get hurt. and Joe Burrow was coming around and be showing that
Mm-hmm.
he was something special. And I saw it in slow motion, dude, and you can see that
Yeah,
shit fucking just
yeah,
pop,
his
dude. Like
whole,
it
they say that it's his MCL, ACL, and then and structural
ACL,
fracture to
MCL,
the bone. So
extra structure. Yeah,
he's
so
not coming back until the end of next year, if
I I,
that.
I don't even. Yeah, this one's
So I
gonna
mean,
hurt
he
him
seems
bad.
mentally tough, but there's it sucks to say, but there may be some PTSD when he comes back. So
Look at Teddy. He's the main prime example of who we can evaluate and reference to any kind of
yeah,
traumatic injuries like this. But then again, when you play ball, like you see those traumatic injuries. Uh, I seen fools get their knees fucking blown out, or knocked out
yeah,
unconscious or all that shit. It in the heat of when you're in the heat of the battle, it doesn't really hit you. It hits you more like the following day. So I'm sure Washington right now, like after the players that got him after that, like are probably feeling it today because they're like,
yeah.
you never wish that upon any. I never wished that
Yeah,
upon
and it's
anybody either
just
myself.
and we said it, that old line was going to get him killed. It was a matter of when, not if, but a matter of
It's not
when.
if.
And like we said, we didn't want to be right, and we preached on it that Joe Burrow needs some help. Whether it be implementing a two tight end set or something. But you can't do nothing now. On to the next year, or not even 2021,
Yep.
2022. So I don't know, since he plans on
Yep.
maybe just to be safe drafting a quarterback in the second round, third round of this upcoming draft. Not to toss Joe Burrow out, but
I wouldn't.
you kind of need that, like, just precaution. You know?
I wouldn't just pull the trigger on that just yet. If you're gonna draft a quarterback, wait until like more of the fifth, sixth round just to have an extra one. But yeah, to prepare for having at least
Yeah,
another quarterback.
I would,
Hey,
just because you
I
don't know how
would.
he's going to come back.
But
But other than that, once Burrow went down,
true,
obviously the team suffered. The quarterback, yeah.
he's their heart and soul. He's the
So
heart
all
and
the
soul of
running backs are
Cincinnati.
lackluster.
Unlike
Like
Goff,
but Tyler Boyd, once again, one of those rookie wide receivers that are studs that I think. Oh no, not Tyler Boyd. I mean T Higgins. T
not a
Higgins.
rookie
I'm
wide
sorry, I was
receiver,
talking
but
about T
he's
Higgins. T Higgins. He's 3 receptions,
yeah.
26 yards, but he averaged about 8.7 per reception. So not bad. I think it's not bad at all. And then for some reason, AJ Green decided to get the only touchdown of this game, 4 receptions, 41 yards. But we talk about fluke games, and this is definitely one of them because Washington does not have any experienced defensive backs.
AJ Green needs
But
to
we
leave
said this.
Cincinnati. So he signed the franchise tag for this year.
He's not,
He ain't
and
gonna
I
be there
think
next year.
Cincinnati messed up big time not trading him or John Ross. You know, and
Yeah,
yeah,
they're gonna lose him out for nothing. They're gonna just watch. You guys ain't even gonna get this
I mean,
fucking
I
AJ
told you,
Green.
man, somebody would have nibbled for a fifth round, even a sixth round. But you were never gonna get a fourth. But you would get like a sixth, fifth, and what do they call it, compensatory pick? If I butchered that, sorry. But
Yep. Yeah.
you know
You
what I
butchered it,
mean,
but
yeah.
yeah, I know what you meant.
So,
Yeah.
but hey, they lost out. Once again, I think they lost their tight end, they lost their running back, they lost their quarterback. I don't. They had,
They lost.
they lost everything. Joe
They lost
Mixon, right?
everything.
Joe. I just wanna.
Nope. Go.
Just kidding.
You do that.
Hey,
That one. No.
but
I'm not touching that
there
one. Not
there's
even with
one
a
thing
10-foot pole.
that's very interesting. Alex Smith, for every game that he's played, tell me why a quarterback has gone down with an ankle injury. Is he the jinx?
Hey, do we really need to say anything about who might be the jinx here? Do
Alex
we really
Smith.
need to talk about
Alex.
that? Because
Hey, all I'm
we can
saying
have
is,
this
do
conversation
not
right
let
here.
Andy Dalton play against Washington.
Do you really you want to have this conversation right here?
I don't know why you guys keep calling me a jinx. I'm not a jinx.
What'd you say
That's
about
called a
Mostert?
prediction. That's not called a jinx, though. A jinx would be if I said, I hope. Let's just say, for example, I hope that Joe Dang it, what's his name? What's one guy that I called? Okay, let's go with Mostert.
Who?
Let's say I would have said, I hope Raheem Mostert has the best career of his life this year, and he completely shatters his leg and breaks it, and that would make me a jinx.
You said the same. You were talking so highly about Sutton. Look
Oh,
what
you see,
happened.
that happened in preseason though, and I didn't draft him, and
Oh,
and I
what preseason? What
oh not
preseason?
preseason. I
There
mean,
was no
training
preseason.
camp. I'm sorry, that was the preseason. The weeks that they should have had in preseason, they were practicing in a training camp. Excuse me, but I didn't even draft him.
You over here
But
fucking
I didn't
jinxing
even draft him.
everybody and then some.
I didn't draft him, so I
Yeah, but I did,
but I didn't jinx
and
it.
that's what I got. I got a big ass.
But I
I got a
didn't
big
jinx it.
ass
But Antonio
toma
Gibson,
cover.
man, 16 carries, 94 yards. He's a rookie, I believe, right? And one touchdown. Hey, this guy may be it, maybe. But we got to see how he does against
He in it.
Dallas, which is this week, right? This Thursday. So the Thanksgiving game. So that I believe so. So that's what I'm looking forward towards seeing. Um,
We'll talk about that. We'll talk
yeah,
about what the upcoming games are
exactly.
once we
So
finish up with these
McLaurin,
segments
five
right now.
receptions, 84 yards. What a beast. And then McKissick, he had 6 carries, 43 yards, and 3 receptions, 26 yards. So he's someone I would look at, JD, just because he's getting the rock in all sorts of ways. So other than that, Washington really
Yep.
has nothing going for them. They need help for McLaurin, and they need to find their quarterback of the future over there in Washington. Who it's going to be, yeah, who knows? Who knows? But now moving on to what I now. This is the donkey of the week for me. Matthew Stafford.
Oh, we fucking straight staph infection, huh?
Yep. Matthew Stafford is the donkey of the week for me. And okay.
Hold on. Hey, hold on. Wait. Before we go any further. Yes, he has more
Oh yeah,
more
he
yards
does.
than Tua.
But he's still the donkey of the week for me. Tua, whatever. I don't care. But
Anyway,
Stafford donkey of the week and the stud muffin, both in the same one, for me, is my boy. I called it, even though he had a couple ugly plays. PJ Walker.
oh, hold
Mm.
on. Before we go any further, you see
Oh, the
DJ
number
Moore?
4 wide receiver on that roster. Yeah, I see him. The number
You
4
see
wide
him?
receiver on that roster. Yeah, I see him. I see him.
Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna make sure
Yeah,
you
but
see
it's the
DJ Moore.
Detroit
That's it.
Lions. I could care less. I could care less.
See, look, hey, look who else drafted Sutton in every league.
Oh, so he's the jinx because he got him in every league.
Whoa. No, hey, no. But hey, we can have that conversation. We can have
But
that conversation
anyways,
outside of here.
it looks like the Detroit Lions actually missed DeAndre Swift. Huh. Maybe now they'll utilize him more when he comes back.
So why is this one
Matthew
your
Stafford.
donkey?
Matthew Stafford is my donkey of the week
there's
because
no
you're
interception.
playing a defense that is mostly rookies and a bunch of 30-year players, and you can't beat them. I don't know, man. And you're a veteran quarterback, and you got paid excess amount of millions, and you still can't beat a Carolina Panthers team that's 4-7. Donkey of the week to me.
Yeah, he got paid. He got absolutely
Donkey of the
paid,
week.
and he ain't shit. Like when he got, I honestly think he got paid because of who he's friends with.
Megatron.
That's it. That's all. No,
Eh.
Kershaw. He's friends with Clayton Kershaw, and
Bums.
that's why he got paid.
Bunch of bums. But anyways, that's my donkey of the week. There's nobody impressive. Kerryon Johnson, this was his game to say, you guys put 2 players in front of me. Did not do anything either. I'm disappointed at Johnson. So
Look at Mike
put
Davis
some
taking care
respect
of
on my
business over there.
Davis. Put some respect.
And have we heard anything yet about McCaffrey coming back?
Dude, honestly, if they're not in
Okay.
playoff contention, I don't think they're bringing him back. But he could be back this weekend. But from what I hear, it's not looking like he's coming back. But who knows? I could be wrong. McCaffrey is one son of a gun. So but
He is. But he in all fairness, to me, he should come back next season. They're no reason for him to come back and re-injure himself a
Mm-hmm.
third time. And if you're nowhere near in playoff contentions, like you
Don't
say,
do it because you obviously have
next season.
the Saints and you have Tampa Bay in your division. Just take a break. Come back next year refreshed. I know you
Yeah,
have the
definitely
itch
take
to
a
come
break.
back, and mostly we just don't want to play you when it comes to the when it comes to football fantasy. So just take a vacation. Go to the Bahamas. You know, don't come back. Don't come back.
Yeah,
My donkey of the week is
go
Wentz. I mean,
relax.
but you can't blame Wentz. You can't blame Wentz.
That's more of his
Yeah,
O
you
line that's
can't blame
fucking
Wentz.
garbage. That O line
Yeah,
is fucking
like I
straight
said,
Swiss
I
cheese.
give donkey of the week to Stafford. He deserves it. You got paid millions and millions, and this is what you produce. But PJ Walker, I told you guys, this man, you guys were all like, nah. But I honestly,
Who was it? He came from the
I
Houston
believe so. Yes. So
Roughnecks.
Texas, you guys know how to produce your quarterbacks. Texas. So
Texas, stand
PJ,
up.
so
Hey, what's his name? Before you go any further, anything funny?
give me the fun
You want a
fact.
fun fact? Andy Dalton played for Texas
Oh,
Christian
really?
University, TCU.
There you go.
He's a Texas
Red
boy.
Rifle won you guys the game. But
Texas.
once again, just quickly on PJ Walker, he is he's a project because PJ Walker, dude. To be honest, he could sling the rock. He has probably one of the quickest bullets I've seen. But that's also his downfall because he's so used to just throwing darts. He needs to learn how to lob the passes, give a touch pass. He still needs a lot to learn. But I could definitely see Carolina moving forward with PJ Walker. Sorry, Teddy, but I think Walker. To be honest, I think Walker is way better than Teddy from what I saw on Sunday.
Uh, getting back to the comment. Yeah, he does look lost, and it is horrible. But once again, if you don't have your O line, what are you gonna expect?
Flowers for your coffin.
For your yeah. It all starts with that O line, and he had one of the best O line, a couple of the best O linemen with Kelsey and Peters, and once they went down,
once his left guard, once his right tackle dead, then they were just kind of. We said it. Once his tackle went down, we were just kind of like, yeah, this.
Yeah, it's time to stay away from it, and I drafted Wentz in a lot of leagues just because I'm like, if I didn't get Russell Wilson or a top running quarterback, then I figured let me just throw a shot in the dark with Wentz. And
so we don't take our own advice. But
yeah, exactly. But getting back to finishing up right there, yeah.
He had
PJ Walker definitely had
like
a
I said,
game.
obviously his first time in the NFL, but I give him props because of what I saw. He is someone that I could say Carolina is safe in his hands, and
he seems like he definitely has
a
good connection with who.
That's what I'm saying. Like Teddy Bridgewater just isn't that quarterback for Carolina, and I told you this that he has a delayed throw. He doesn't really read the field quick enough, and then Lord and behold, PJ Walker comes in, and now he's utilizing Robbie Anderson. He's using Curtis Samuel. Looked really good right there as a playmaker, and then obviously who also reaped the rewards, Mike Davis, who was another guy, DJ Moore. It just shows you that sometimes you just need that spark, and I believe that PJ Walker has definitely raised up all these guys' value. So if they're still available in your league, pick them up because I think Walker. And imagine CMC comes back. There's no saying what Carolina can and can't do. And the big if, but he can stay in the Bahamas. I'm cool with that too. But now moving on to Taysom Hill time. the guy who won me my match. Taysom Hill, man.
Hold on, before we go any further, this is who I had as my donk of the week.
Oh, but you changed?
Before I saw the 4 interceptions by your boy.
So this was your main guy? I know who it is.
This was the main guy.
There's two guys that you can put on your donkey of the week, but I don't know who you're going to choose.
Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan talked early. You could have gone with both. I wouldn't have managed you.
No, it's 100% all on. I'm putting this squarely 100%. There's Matt no Ryan. Ands if or buts on this one. Matt Ryan.
Hey,
So hold on. Before we go any
Mhm.
further, let me explain a little bit. So Matt Ryan. Now, one time I thought I'd give you an opportunity to start from my team, and I fucked up too big time on this in this league because I had Ben Roethlisberger, and once I saw him go on that COVID-19 list, I dropped him like a
That's
dumbass.
right.
No. So you know what I did? I was like, oh, Matt Ryan's out there. Let me give it a shot. Let's see how he does. Tell me why this motherfucker had negative 6.11 points. Not even positive. This motherfucker lost more points. And I would have won this match if this motherfucker scored no points.
I'm sorry.
So you mean to tell me you cost me my game because you decided to play a football game and just decided to lose points? You didn't. 1 point. All right, whatever. -6. Are you like? No, seriously. Like -6. You were supposed to be. You were an MVP
Super
not
Bowl
that long ago. You get your shit pushed in 28-3, whatever the case is. You put that on Kyle Shanahan. You rat his ass the fuck out. -6 motherfucking points. -6, dude, and I fucking lost. 93-98. If he scored no points, I would have won. With no quarterback, I would have won. -6, huh? -6.
I'm done.
Man,
I'm done.
honestly, I hope the rest of the season is this bad for him now. I want him to get fucking -12, -20. I don't give a fuck now. I hope he gets his shit pushed in like there's no tomorrow, dude.
He does not have.
Dude. I'm gonna send you a screenshot of that score. Oh no, you're in the league. You can see
I'll
it.
see it. Oh.
-6-4. And dude, I started off so fucking well in that league, and then all of a sudden my team just fucking straight. It didn't go like this. It didn't go like no fucking like that. It was like tick 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 tick, and bam. And then my smart ass said, "Let's give Matty Ice a try.
Dude,
Let's see what he
that's so
does."
funny.
I might as well just fucking bend the fuck over and take it too, like he just fucking did.
Okay, moving on to the game because
I don't understand. What the fuck do you pay him for?
that was so funny, bro. Okay. Now that
Anyways,
that's fine.
I had to get that off my
but,
chest.
Tom Gurley, we said trade this man even before week 8, and look what he's produced: 8 carries, 26 yards, 3.3 average, no touchdowns. That's sad. We said it. He should probably hang up his cleats, or he's going to be a number 3 running back on some other team. And
Look,
I see him. Yeah.
You see the comments right there? Yeah, he's definitely loving it.
Yeah, I mean, and we said this. They should have traded Julio Jones. I mean, that's something that we didn't shy away from.
Dude, my cheeks were like this, dude. I was.
Oh man, but
minus -6.
But what did we say here, Inc? That they should have traded Julio Jones, and they should have traded Matty Ice. But and then they should have just let Calvin really do his thing. But hey, they don't want to learn. They don't want to learn. I mean, I'm not.
So fuck it.
They want to get you. But Taysom Hill, man, had more a 30-year-old that has his first starting, got more yards than Tua. That's all I'm gonna say. 233 yards, no touchdowns, but he had 18 completions out of 23 attempts. That's pretty impressive.
No touchdowns, but here's my favorite part.
That's what I was gonna get to. Taysom Hill was the leading rusher
Hold on. Oh, Alvin Kamara owners, what's up now? Fuck yeah, Taysom Hill's gonna rob that ass now too. Camaro, you ain't shit no more. Cause Taysom Hill's gonna fucking run that shit. He doesn't give a fuck about you, Camaro.
And that's what I was worried about. I said, coming to playoff, look who reaped the rewards. Michael Thomas, 9 receptions, 104 yards. Is he Taysom Hill's favorite target? Absolutely.
Fuck yeah, why wouldn't it? It's Michael Thomas. He was the number 1 wide receiver. Anybody who does not want to utilize Michael Thomas, you're a fucking moron.
Nah,
like Matty Ice.
Well, Drew Brees wasn't utilizing him. That's all I'm saying. For some reason, he didn't want to go to Michael Thomas. But like I said, I picked up Taysom Hill. I'm not going to drop him because I know people need quarterbacks, and this guy is an Army Swiss knife. Yeah, keep away season. This is an Army Swiss knife. And I was like, I was surprised that no one in the league that we play in picked him up. Hashtag
you
vulture.
Know what's funny? This week, you could have also started... Not this week, you could have started Taysom Hill as your tight end. They had a designate. No, and some leagues
not in ours. I could have put him in tight end. I was like, whatever, quarterback it is, and I still won. So
hashtag vulture.
Keep away.
Hashtag.
Just like I believe someone I know dropped Austin Eckler, and they said you're holding on to dear life. I said yes because he is a game changer for playoff time, and none of you are going to get him.
You sound like me. So there was one league where they kept asking me if I can trade Kittle to them. I said nope. That motherfucker's going down.
Because Austin Eckler, if you look at his game, he was producing 18 to 22 points when he was playing. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to give you guys the satisfaction of having that trusty guy. So he's staying with me. He's staying with Papa.
If you go down with the ship,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. In that league, at least. Now moving on to
you done laughing or you?
No, we're doing Matty Ice.
On Matty Ice.
We're moving on to keep going. We're moving on to game of the week. Game of the week, boys. You ready? Game of the week, baby. Game of the week.
Go ahead, let him have it.
How about that, Tua? Huh? How about them 83 yards?
Hold on. Nope, I don't see him in the chat room. He real quiet this week.
Well, he lost both things. He lost his game and he lost the FF game.
he real quiet. And I was looking for him because, hey, you were talking so loud about two of this, two of that, blah, blah, blah. He's the truth and yada, yada. So, correct me if I'm wrong here. Just let's just spitball ideas right now. So, no offense, the truth, right? Joe Burrow, the truth, right? So, how are you going to call somebody the truth when you can't even make 100 yards in one game?
It's been 2 games now where he's done this.
Oh, my bad. 2 games. And you telling me Tua's gonna be an all-star. Tua's gonna be a Pro Bowler. 2 of this, 2 of that. 2 of these nuts in your mouth, homie.
Oh man! But let me talk about quickly the Denver Broncos, and then we could dissect a little bit of Tua's game plan. Drew Lock, man, my boy. At least for this game, he managed the game right. I mean, he had 270 yards, no touchdowns because they obviously all went to Melvin the Bum, traded him for a bag of chips, Gordon, and 1 interception. But dude, the fact that the Dolphins, a 6-4 at the moment, it was a 6-3, lost to a 3-6 team. That has to sting. It really does.
Hold on, a 3-6 team that has
fourth string with defense? Practice squad guys that we had to sign. That's who Tua lost to.
They're basically picking up people off the street
to
play for their team.
We smoked them, and
you put the.
This is what I tell people: like, if the defense doesn't get Tua the ball within the 30-yard line to the red zone, he's not going to do nothing. He can't drive and he can't do an 80-yard drive. He's just not that good.
To
And he and
to his ass. He relied heavily on that Alabama
and
O
what did
line that
me
saved his ass. Once again, like you said, we don't praise O lines that often, but in Alabama, he was
and,
fucking living like a
and what did
fucking
we say?
king with that O line. You ain't gonna be
And what
living
did
like
we
a
say
king like
about
that in the NFL.
Tua? He
Plus,
was inaccurate. And this game, he was inaccurate. He's lucky that he had Parker to bail him out.
plus in Alabama, look what happened when he actually faced a good defense. He got his cheeks clapped by fucking Clemson everywhere, all
Mm-hmm.
over fucking the town, dude. Clemson just
That's what I'm saying. So Tua, I'm
clap
sorry,
that
man. I
ass.
told you guys this. I would have, and I told Miami fans.
Been saying
I
it.
clearly told them as broad daylight, and you are a witness of this, Ink. I said that they should have drafted who? Justin Herbert. You know this. Everybody that I know that's a Miami fan knows I told them that Justin Herbert was going to be better for this team than Tua ever would be.
That's true. And when they kept talking about how Tua was everything, like I even went in right away. Like I
Mm-hmm.
told him, he's not it. I've scouted him enough out in Alabama to understand
Mm-hmm.
he's not ready. He needs he
He was a
needs
second
more
round pick to
season.
me, even a third round.
And
He was not worthy your first round.
lo and behold, what happened?
Jeez, and I think he's going to be out for the next game because they're saying that he might have re-injured that ankle, right? And I think he had both. And then he had two
They're gonna
surgeries on
say
him, right? On the off season. So big red flag. I don't know. I think they're going to use that number one pick from the Texans, the first round pick. I mean, to go draft a quarterback. That's what I would do. And then, so now moving on quickly, like I said, to Denver. Finally, Philip Lindsay got 16 carries, 82 yards. But for some reason, Pat freaking Shermer, this is why I don't like him, gave all the carries to Melvin Gordon, and Melvin Gordon fumbled, I believe, once or twice in the end zone.
but he got
But
he got two
that's it.
touchdowns.
He's been getting put in the doghouse. Other than that, Tim Patrick, 5 reception, 119 yards. Who was it? Xavier Howard. Who couldn't guard our fourth string wide receiver?
How's that wasted money
Oh
feel on
wow!
Byron Jones as
You
well?
couldn't stop two rookies, a fourth string, huh? Wow, good job, Miami. You guys couldn't stop our. Cortland Sutton wasn't even playing, and you guys were. Imagine if Cortland Sutton was playing. Child,
I,
please.
I'm gonna give Miami. I'm gonna give Miami the golf clap of the
The
week.
golf clap of the week. Yeah.
The
So
golf clap of the
other
week.
than that, I'm not sold on any. Maybe like I told you, Tim Patrick. He's been reliable. I'm a Denver fan. I've been calling it. But if you don't have a wide receiver, he's someone that you could look into. But we got 3 games, and we're gonna go over these quickly. The Green Bay Packers versus the Colts. Aaron Rodgers, hell of a dude,
Hell of a game.
dude.
Hell of
Oh,
a game.
that game was amazing. If anybody watched that game, ooh, it had you on your seat. You know,
I don't know what's going on. Rogers is starting to cool down. This is where it's like
well,
I'm starting to think. What?
no, well,
Or
this is what I
go
told you.
ahead.
Marquez Valdez Scantling isn't the guy. He's not the guy. It annoys me.
You just you're just saying
No,
that
no, no,
because you're a
no,
little
no, no,
biased because
dude.
you got Devontae
No, you
Adams.
cannot
Relax.
say that. I told you.
No, don't. I'm screaming the same thing
No,
because I have Adams too. I was
I love.
hoping he'd have a
I
better
told you,
game.
Alan Lazard. Remember, I told you, I love that kid. I want him to get more touches, and then it would be Devontae Adams, and then Robert Tunyon. What did we say? 5 receptions, 44 yards, and 1 touchdown. This guy is going to be that tight end to emerge for Green Bay, and I know a lot of people don't have him still. I don't know why, but they
Yep.
need to. I know Lazard. This was his first game back, but 2 receptions, 18 yards, man. Be a lookout for Alan Lazard. He's going to be the number 2. Marquez Valdez, I believe he's going to be put in the doghouse. It sucks. I don't know if you heard, but they said I don't know if you heard, but they said that he was getting death threats. I don't think it warrants that. I mean, the guy fumbled. It is what it is. It's he lost.
It comes with the territory of having
Yeah.
your life
So
out in
I
sports.
mean, hmm
It happens
but
all the
Aaron
time.
Rodgers still doing Aaron Rodgers. I think it's I don't know, man. I don't. He's still number 2 for MVP. I think after the next game we talk about, I think Mahomes has now in everybody's eyes is that MVP guy.
I don't know just yet. Just yet. I'll probably
Yeah,
still have Rodgers 1, Mahomes 2, and
yeah.
then Wilson
But
3.
hey, it was a good game. Aaron Jones is getting quiet. Aaron Jones. I tried to trade for him
Who?
in one of our leagues by one of our good fellas. You guys know he didn't want to trade for Aaron Jones. I think he might have saved my life. And then now, other than that, over here, like I said, the only guy I would look into is Robert Tunyon and Alan Lazard. Those are two guys that have caught, they've caught my eye. And people who catch my eye and in your eye ink, typically they pop off. So, but what do
Yep.
we know, right? Cowboy, man. Freaking
Yeah.
Cowboy, bro. 24 completions of 36 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Not bad. And he was playing with, what was it, an injured calf, right? Okay, and then look
Uh-huh.
who came out to play this week. Oh, what happens when you actually give the ball to Jonathan Taylor? 22 carries, 90 yards. He averaged about 4 yards per game. And then you also use him in the passing game. 4 receptions, 24 yards, no touchdowns. But hey, what did we say? This guy could be a late bloomer. And then,
Yep.
Michael
Yep.
Pittman,
Yep.
we talked about him. Nobody still wants to give this guy any credit. T.Y. Hilton came out to play for a couple plays.
We didn't give him as
No,
much
but
credit
we
either.
recognized them. We said that Pittman is out there, Pittman is a guy that everybody had to keep an eye on for. Do I need a wide receiver? Absolutely not. Do you need a wide receiver? I don't think you do in in the league, but somebody, if they need some, Pittman is becoming that number one target for Cowboy. Now, moving on quickly now to
Yes.
the last two games because I know we're about to hit that 2 hour mark, and I don't know if people are busy or not. No, well, we're in it.
Yeah.
We're in
Well,
1 hour and 30
unless
minutes, but but I don't want to. I don't want us to
okay.
go to 2 hours. But quickly now to Las Vegas versus KC. Dude, I mean, obviously I'm a Denver fan, but I'm also a football fan. So even though as the saying goes, quickly growing up, I always thought you had to be about your team. You always just had to root for your team. But eventually, once I met Ink, I was like, you know what, I could love players. You get me? Because that one of my favorite players at the time was Des Bryant. So that's when I started learning, and then a bunch of, like I said, this was just a good football game. I loved watching it. It came down to the wire, but Mahomes did Mahomes, man. 34 completions out of 45 attempts, 2 touchdowns. He still,
Clutch.
for some reason, he loves to throw
Clutch.
interceptions to the Raiders defense though. So Clyde Edwards-Helaire, oh my goodness, our boy came to life, man. Andy Reid, there's life in him. He knows how to use his running backs now. 14.
This is it helped out that he got bail because now guess what? It fucking
Yeah,
got him on his
but
ass.
only 14 carries, Inc. 69 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's our boy. That's our boy.
That's our
Le'Veon
boy
Bell,
Blue.
he still average. He averaged about 3.5. He got that one touchdown, but because I think Clyde was being a little nice, he was like, "I got 2 touchdowns under my belt.
Yep.
Bell, why don't you go on ahead and take care of business?" Kelsey, we said this already, man.
That's my
we already
boy.
said Kelsey gonna do
That's my boy.
Kelsey. There's no denying his talent. 8 receptions, 127 yards, and 1 touchdown. Impressive. And if you watch that
Yep.
game, I can't believe the Raiders, man. I hope they got grilled by Gruden because they completely blew their assignments for that last touchdown. But yeah, props to the Chiefs. Props to Mahomes for extending the play. They deserve to win it, and the Raiders deserve to lose it for playing that bad of a defense in the last play that you guys needed to come up clutch for your team in your stadium. But Tyreek Hill, 11 receptions, 102 yards, and 1 touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, if you watch this game, he's starting to digress, man. He's not who he was last year. And then McCole Hardman too. These guys aren't just they're just regressing, man. Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelsey, they're Mahomes' to go to, along with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And then
Yep.
obviously Sammy Watkins still
Yes, sir.
riding that chip because he's out. But over now to quickly to the Oakland Raiders side, man. Derek Carr, I think he is the most unappreciated game manager.
You you and one of my buddies were the only people saying that he's the most
Hmm.
underrated
Yeah,
quarterback.
And this game showed it. And I've been preaching this message for a very long time. And it, Ink, better than anybody, that I wanted Derek Carr for the Denver Broncos when Gruden was coming in. But
I remember that.
I digress from that. I don't think he's a FF type quarterback, but maybe next year with everybody getting more chemistry together and actually having an off season, who knows? Maybe Derek Carr could be one of those top 10 quarterbacks, or even a diamond in the rough quarterback. Not top 5 though. I won't go that far ever. But he will be a top 10 to a diamond in the rough kind of guy. He will be overlooked, that's for sure. Josh Jacobs, 17 carries, 55 yards, and 1 touchdown.
A pedestrian game for what he normally
Devontae Booker.
has.
Am I looking at the stats right? 5 carries, 16 yards. Child, please. I told you that guy was really nothing. It was a fluke. I said it. I did say that.
Yeah, you did say that.
And then here it is. He couldn't do it against the Chiefs. I told you, he wasn't that good, man. The fact that he got beat out by Philip Lindsay should tell you a lot. An undrafted guy. Nelson Aguilar, gosh dang it, this guy, man. His stats don't show what he did. 6 reception, 88 yards, and 1 touchdown. Did you see how many drop passes he had? Jeez.
Yeah, that's what he was known
Butterfingers,
for. That's
bro.
what he's known for. Go ask Philly. Go ask Philly. They'll tell you all about
honestly,
his drop
the
passes.
Raiders should have actually won this game if Nelson Aguilar actually put some stickum on. But obviously, we know that stickum is illegal. But the next guy now, dude, I love this guy. Last year, when nobody was talking about him, and I have one of my friends, Irish Death, as he goes by, aka Nate. He knows that I fell in love with Darren Waller last year, or when they acquired him. 7 receptions, 88 yards, and 1 touchdown. Impressive, man. He, like I said, he's the number. I believe, right? He's the number 2 in stats when it comes to tight ends. If I'm correct, he's behind Kelsey, but obviously Kelsey is way beyond his league. But don't look past Darren Waller. Yeah, light years. But Darren Waller, he's that consistent guy that any game he could pop off. If they really wanted Darren Waller to play, I think he won't be as productive as Kelsey, but he could get close to those numbers as Kelsey. And Hunter Renfrow, the 2 plays that I saw him do for the 37 receptions were amazing. He was amazing, but once again, this is why I keep telling Raiders fans, if you guys don't want Hunter Renfrow, he could easily be utilized with an Aaron Rodgers. He could be easily utilized over there at the Saints. They need to use this guy, Hunter Renfrow, man. But what do we know, right? Gruden has his system. Hey, where's that rookie? Number 1 receiver taken? That's right. I never heard of him. Henry Ruggs. 1 reception and 5 yards. Yeah, he's lackluster. I'm not saying he's a bust. But he is someone that me and you said that we wouldn't have drafted him in the first round. We even said it. He's not somebody we would have drafted at all during fantasy football. Mm-hmm. We called it. We said, let him go to free agency. Sure. You want to take the risk when he's up to grab, take him, but do not draft him. We even said Jefferson. People are going to overlook him, but you could definitely cop him in the 11th round, and a lot of people did not draft him. What do we know, though, Ink, right? Yep. What do we know? We don't know anything. Oh, guess who came alive, man? Your boy. Waiting for that touch. That touchdown was beautiful, bro. I don't care what anybody tells me. That was beautiful, that touchdown. I wouldn't look too much into it because obviously we know that's Waller's team. And then the last and final game, man, before we go on and say our picks of the week.
And we were not going to even bring up the Charger game because
Keenan Allen, my boy.
Game. Yeah.
That's my boy. Me and you have been high up on him. We said that he needed a quarterback, though. Lord and behold, he has a quarterback, and look at it, he's producing now. Phillip Rivers was cool and all, but I think Keenan Allen needed that swagger guy, and Justin Herbert, which I said was rookie of the year, but you said that Joe Burrow, that was his title to lose, and Lord and behold, he lost it, sadly, because of that injury. But now, Jared Goff, how did Jared Goff have a game like that, man? How did Tampa Bay let this happen?
Man, a clock is right twice. A broken clock is twice, 2 times a day.
39 completions, 51 yards, 367 yards.
I'm sorry, for how many? 51 attempts. 51 fuck out of
three,
here.
three, two interceptions.
And
But
then
the
two
fact that
interceptions too on
this
top of that.
dominant pass rushing unit cannot get to him and get a sack, Tampa Bay's in danger. If you couldn't get to Goff, man, Tampa Bay's in danger.
Where's your boy Shaq
Who?
Barrett? Oh,
Nah, that's my boy though. Shaquille Barrett, that's my boy. No matter what, you know this. I ride with him. Either he does good or not. But Ink knows, man. Ink knows my favorite players. So, but
You fucking keep.
what? I keep what?
No, I'm looking at top wide receiver over there in Tampa Bay for the game.
We'll get to
Antonio
Tampa Bay
Brown.
right now. But Malcolm Brown had a couple of explosive plays. Cam Akers, I'm still not sold on the kid, man. He's a good. No, he's not good at all. 5 carries, 15 yards, 1 reception, 4 yards. But that reception obviously led to a touchdown. But like I said, he's that guy that continues to want to be a bruiser, and that's what they want to mold him into. But they should revamp him and build him up new. But what do we know? That running back, I would stay away from all these guys. But what do we say? Hey, Cooper Kupp, man, that was my diamond in the rough. You remember? Mm-hmm. Oh no, he was in my top 10. He was in my top 10. That's what I put him at.
I'm glad Cooper Kupp didn't go too crazy, man. He went off, but he went off just enough to make sure that the other fool that I was playing, bam, slapped that motherfucker down in that.
Yeah, 11 receptions, 149 yards, and like I said, I love this guy last season, and he hasn't let me down when Jared Goff actually utilizes Kupp. So I think, I don't know, man. Me and you have discussed this already. They should just move on from Goff. They need a true quarterback back there to get the ball to these playmakers, man. Robert Woods also had a game for him. So, man, Tampa Bay couldn't stop these two guys, man. They racked up almost 300 yards combined. Almost 12 receptions, 130 yards, and 1 touchdown. Oh, my goodness. And another guy that a lot of people aren't really looking into and is, what's his name? Gerald Everett, the tight end. They need to get him more involved. He's someone I would keep my eye on next season in the off season to see if they're actually building that chemistry with Goff, because we obviously know that he's the quarterback for the Rams for years to come. And then Josh Reynolds disappointed me. He had crucial drops. Sometimes he's good, sometimes he's not, man. But let's talk about your.
Pick and choose when he picks and chooses when he wants to have
he
a
really
good game
does.
and when
He has that potential to play good. But we've talked about Reynolds here and there. His name has popped up when he does good, and then his name doesn't pop up when he plays bad. So he's a very inconsistent guy, man. Now we're going over to your GOAT. Tampa Bay, man. He looked nervous last night. And you said it with confidence that Tampa Bay was going to win, and I told you right away, nope, the Rams are going to win. Lord and behold, man,
I wanted something to happen to talk about it and make sure that But at the same time, anytime I've gone against Tom Brady, I've always lost. So I try not to go.
Tom Brady was shaking, man. And I told you, when Aaron Donald and company are coming, and this is one problem that the Buccaneers have had, is that O-line. And this is something that I stated way back, that this O-line was not good at all. And me and you said that rookie left tackle was going to be a pedestrian in this offense. Lord and behold, he has been the biggest downfall of this game. And a lot of people want to say, yeah, Tom Brady lost his center. Tom Brady lost his guard. That doesn't matter. The tackles are typically, the anchors for any O-line, especially on your blind side. So Tom Brady's a right-handed. What does he need? A really good left tackle, which he had in New England. Like the right tackle, whatever. But the left tackle was crucial, and ultimately that's what lost him this game, man. Ronald Jones, Rojo, 10 carries, 24 yards. Fournette, 7 carries, 17 yards. They both averaged the same, but Fournette wanted to cash in with a touchdown. And then Fournette was playing a little bit of the backfield. And Antonio Brown, I can't believe that this man had 8 receptions, 57 yards. He had 13 targets. Tell me how this guy has 13 targets and Mike Evans only has 9. That's blasphemy.
Good. I'm glad.
Why you played against him?
Fuck Mike Evans.
Yeah. But hey, Mike Evans. I mean, I wasn't able to watch the first half of the game, but once I saw that replay, oh man, he made the Rams DBs into his. They made him into his donkeys.
Yep.
And then other than that, Chris Godwin, I'm not impressed with the guy. I've never been impressed with him actually. Neither I don't know if you have either. But he did okay. He's a junior of Michael Thomas. He can run slants, little out routes, and that's about it. Other than that, Gronkowski, 2 receptions, 25 yards. Cameron Brate, was this the guy we were talking about that you loved?
That's the one that I told you that he was the odd man out, and I thought he would have been a good fit.
Well, he actually is 3 receptions, 23 yards. I mean, and then Tom Brady has actually praised Cameron Brate in a couple of interviews, but obviously honestly they should have never hired Bruce Arians. They should have never hired him, man. They should have gotten another coach. But hey,
and then Arians wants to say that Tom Brady.
No, man, it's Bruce Arians. Like I said, like we talked about it when Peyton Manning went to the Denver Broncos, and with John Fox, it wasn't the John Fox offense. It wasn't the Adam Gase offense. It was the Peyton Manning offense. So, but what these people now. All right, dudes, we're about to wrap it up here. We're just gonna do our picks now for this upcoming week. Rapid fire. All right, the Texans versus the Lions. Texans has Washington versus the Cowboys. Cowboys are too hot. I'm taking the Cowboys. Ravens versus the Steelers.
Cowboys.
I'm taking the Pits too.
Steelers.
Chargers versus the Bills. This will surprise you. I'm going with the Chargers. Argument right there. Titans versus the Colts. The Colts put it on them though.
Titans.
But okay, Titans. I want the Titans to win, but the argument.
Just for the sake of argument, Titans.
Panthers versus the Vikings. Ooh, this is a good one. Just because I love my man PJ Walker, and for the sake of argument, I'm taking the Panthers. Just because I love Walkers. Browns versus the Jaguars. Browns. Chubb is gonna have a big Chubb. He's gonna have a big Chubb. The Giants versus the Bengals. The Giants. Yep. After the Bengals lost Burrow, I don't see any hope for them. But I don't know. Giants. All right. Cardinals versus the Patriots. With a banged up Kyle Murray.
Cardinals.
Just for argument, if Gilmore's back,
should be a factor.
He should be but a factor. Knowing Arizona, the Matrix, I'll just take the Patriots just for argument. But I'm not doubting the Cardinals at all. Oh, this is the worst game.
Okay.
This is the worst game, bro. Dolphins versus the Jets.
Go ahead.
Oh, God. Is anybody even going to watch this game?
No, but we're going to root for, we got to...
You know what?
The Dolphins win.
I'll take the Jets.
You know what? No. Fuck that. I'll take the Jets on that one.
If you want an argument?
Jets. Yeah, I'll take the Jets.
I don't trust too. Fine, screw it. Since you left me with it, I'll take the Dolphins.
It's gonna be. If
it's Fitzmagic, I love it. But if it's Tua, which I think it is gonna be, you might as well say you won me. Raiders versus the Falcons. I'm taking the Raiders. Falcons are licking their wounds.
Minus 6.11 points for Matty Ice. Do I need to remind you?
And the Raiders are going to be pissed. Derek Carr's pissed. So,
minus 6.11 points for fucking Matt Ryan.
Okay, now, quickly. The Saints versus the Broncos. Just because I'm biased, I'm always going to rock with the Broncos, so don't even ask me. Even though I know we're going to lose, I'll take the Broncos. So,
I'm the same way.
Niners versus the Rams. Do we even got? Goff is going to go for another win. You're taking the
Lambs.
Oh, you're taking the Rams. Oh, Lambs. You take okay.
Lambs.
Chiefs versus the Buccaneers.
The Lambs.
I'm taking the Chiefs too. I'm not even going to argue. I can't defend. I can't defend Tampa Bay. The Packers versus the Bears.
Packers.
Yeah, I'm taking that. Oh well, that's why. But I'll take the Packers just because obviously our candidate is Aaron Rodgers for MVP. The Seahawks versus the Eagles.
Yep.
I'll take the Eagles.
With the
I'll
with
take
the
out the
pissed off
Eagles. I'll take
Wilson.
on the Eagles. Just cause,
Okay.
just cause I want to have fun. And I
Okay.
think that's it, right? Yeah, that's it, dudes. That's the last game.
Yeah, I think.
Once again, everybody who joined, thank you once again. I know this was a well, we went like over 10 minutes, but that's fine. But thank
Yeah, but we were diving a little bit more into other things and all that with other players and more
exactly.
stats and everything. So thank you
And
guys for bearing
also,
with us. We really appreciate it.
Inc. actually started our Twitter account, so you guys can follow us at underscore F
Oh
and
yeah,
dudes. It's the same thing as our IG. Inc. does the Twitter. And I'm gonna
I'll
start
be
doing the
running the Twitter.
IG, or we may link them so you guys can get both at the same time. But
Yep.
thank you, dudes, once again. If
Yes,
there is
sir.
anybody we missed, which I'm pretty sure we might have missed the diamond in the rough, but I think we've been tooth and nail, right? I think we've been pretty spot on with.
Yeah, been pretty spot on.
Ex-
We've been pretty good. We've been
Dude, I
hitting them
can't wait for this off
pretty good,
season.
man.
And that's
Me neither, man.
when
It's
we're
gonna be a
really
lot
gonna
of
get
fun.
to work, and people could actually see
And I know
what we study. But anyways, dudes, thank you once again for
for
being
sure.
with us. I know this was a little bit longer than usual, but we hope you enjoy your weekend. Oh, and the last thing, we're still doing
Definitely.
that jersey giveaway. I know Ink is gonna put it out there on Twitter. I'm gonna put it out there on IG. Just comment your team. Either follow us on Twitter or on Instagram, and then just send us a message of the team that you obviously is your team, and then we'll enter you into the raffle. So far, we got about a couple people in it
Yeah,
already.
that's
So,
good.
all right, dudes, it's your boy Champ,
So
and then
it's your
we're
boy
out.
Ink.
Peace. All right.